In this video, you're going to see how having my friend walk to a certain beat was able to inhibit her right inner thigh so that her right leg abduction, so the abduction is when a leg or an arm moves away from your body, so this would be right arm abduction. You'll see how her abduction and adduction changes quite a bit, but it's the abduction that has the most obvious difference, and I'm also going to kind of put that into context for you. In the left AIC pattern, the right adductor, so the left side's forward, the right side's back, and this is my right side, our body shifts over to the right. To prevent falling further to the right, to hold us upright, the right inner thigh, which you see a diagram of, that right inner thigh gets overactive, and it also generally turns the right leg in. So that's the normal pattern in the left AIC pattern, is left pelvis forward, right pelvis slightly back, weight shifted over to the right, and then the right leg internally rotates because of the overactivity of the right adductor is holding us up. And that right inner thigh has to be inhibited so that we can get the pelvis to turn to the left, use our left hamstring, use our left adductor, and all the other left side musculature. For a lot of people, that right glute, the right adductor can be a big problem. So what you're going to see is, I'll start with the video. Here's my friend, and you're going to see that her adduction, her ability to adduct her right leg, is not there.
Pause here.
She cannot adduct her left leg. Now her right leg, it does abduct, but not a whole lot, maybe 30 degrees at the most. Now I have her walk to a difficult song. You can see she doesn't even know what song, she can't even figure out the beat, and she has good rhythm, let me point out. I'm not playing the song because I don't want to run afoul of copyright claims on YouTube and get banned.
I was like, oh, I can move my hips to it.
Okay, did not change.
And you see nothing changes. Her adduction does not change. Her abduction didn't change either. Now I have her walk to a Bruno Mars song. She's just walking to the song, no problem. Before, she couldn't figure out how to walk to the song. Now she just walks to the song with no problem. And she'll come back. Now she's hearing the beat and she's walking to it. Again, I can't play it because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. But it's Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk. And now she lies down and she can adduct, no problem.
Okay, so let's check the right leg. So right here.
And then we're going to check abduction, so watch the difference here. And then I'll put a comparison up after this. And you'll see, look at the abduction. That is a right inner thigh. That is a right adductor that inhibited. So her pelvis went from being like this to now into a more central position. So we inhibited her right adductor. So when I say this is a brain issue, not a muscle issue, can you now see we did nothing to that right adductor? All we did was give her brain a different input that put her on to a different beat. Because remember, when you're in a left AIC pattern and your weight is shifting over to the right side and you never get your pelvis fully to the left, you can't be on your left leg and on your right leg for the same amount of time. You're off beat. You're spending too much time on that right leg. So neurologically, just through linking her motor cortex, areas of her brain, with the auditory beat was enough to completely inhibit or relax that right inner thigh. It put her heels hitting the ground with the music, Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars. The first song, so that was what allowed that to occur. The first song that she tried where she couldn't figure out how to walk to the beat, and by the way, I've known this girl for many, many years, and she's an amazing dancer, salsa dancer, and she has amazing rhythm. But what she said to me was, as I said, okay, walk to the beat, she said, which one? I don't know if it was in that video. I shortened the video. Because the beats were kind of irregular, and seemed like there were different beats, and she couldn't figure out which one to walk to. That's why she was walking kind of oddly. And in fact, a lot of people walk the same way. They look like they're not quite sure how to step when they have a lot of patterning going on. So that it's interesting that this confused walk is how a lot of people do walk when I watch them walk. Not only because I'm watching them, but it looks like they're confused. They're not sure where to put their foot on the next step. I see it all the time, particularly with patho-PECs. But let me get, so the song that she tried to walked to previously that didn't change her test, that was not rhythmic enough for her brain to figure out how to walk to the beat, was Water. Water by Beyonce, Pharrell Williams, and Salatiel. I don't know. But now, so I went through the top 5 songs in the United States this week, and I was listening to them for the beat, and to tell you whether, because a lot of people don't really know what's a good song to dance to and what's a good song to walk to and what's not a good song. So the top 5 weren't actually that bad. So the top song was Harry Styles, As It Was. Unfortunately, it's too fast. Even if you did every other beat, so basically halftime, that would be too slow. So in general, that song is too fast, and if you tried to do every other beat, it would be too slow, so that would not be a good song. The next song is Glass Animals, and the song's called Heat Wave. It's doable. That song is doable as long as there's a very irregular bass line, and you just have to listen to it. If the irregular bass line doesn't confuse you, then it could be that song could work fine. If you have a good ear for music, you can walk to a lot of things. If you haven't trained your ear for music yet because you don't dance, you've never played an instrument, and you just don't really know rhythm that well, if you get thrown off by different instruments and you can't find the underlying pulse of the music, that song might be a little tough because you're going to be listening to the bass most likely, and the bass is very irregular. The next song, I kind of actually like this song. I don't like a lot of modern music, but this song I kind of liked, by Lado, Big Energy. And it actually samples a song from the Tom Tom Club from the 1980s. I think it's called Genius of Love. That was the original. So that's the music behind it. But also Mariah Carey from my generation. She had a famous song called Fantasy. And it's the same sample, the same music. That song works really well. But I actually like her voice too, this Lado. I don't know. I just like the song. It's dirty as hell, but I kind of like it. You might need to slow it down by a few beats per minute. So it might be a little fast for most people. It might need to be slowed down. And you can do that with an app, like a DJ app. If you get a DJ app, I think I just use the app called DJ. I got it from the App Store, and you can use the free version. Most DJ apps will have a free version, and you can simply slow the songs down inside the app. You can speed them up and slow them down. Then the next one was The Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber, Stay, too fast. And then the next one was Imagine Dragons, Enemy. It's a bit too slow, but it could possibly be used. If something's too slow, you're not going to have enough momentum. Your arms aren't going to swing enough. And that's why, so the arms have to match up with the legs. That's really important. So what would be a song? So most of those songs are actually decent. They're just fast or slow. But then I found a song that would not be good. And it's because of the beat of the music. It comes from, I think it's typically Southern rap, and it's called trap music. It's kind of a beat like that. And it's by Lil Durk. And it's called What Happened to Virgil. This is not a commentary on the music itself or the song. I'm just saying the beat itself is so irregular and non-rhythmic in the sense that it can't be counted easily or easily felt 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 1, 2. That type of music is not great for being rhythmic with your body. So hopefully that shows you how the brain in training with music can completely change PRI tests and can get someone completely neutral. Now, will this work with every single person? It'll work with a lot of people. It may not work so well with people who are PECs, who are just insanely tight. PECs and anyone who has something going on with dental or their jaw or vision, it probably will not, it would not most likely work. However, for normally patterned humans, like just a normal left AIC, right BC type of person, even what they have, if their hamstrings are stretched out too much or the front of their hips are stretched out too much, for them, this will work really, really well. PECs might be too tight and it might not work too well, but I'll have to experiment with that. And so that's the video on how walking with music, you see what the result is walking with rhythmic music, how it completely inhibits overactivity of that right adductor.